Hi guys, what's up? This is Chinal here and today I am in Dilwalo Ki Dilli. Yes, today I am staying in this river portico and it's a really nice hotel. The food over here is so yum because in Bangalore they cook in coconut oil and another oil which are not so familiar with my taste because I am from Gujarat and the taste over there is very much similar with the food of Delhi food. So it was like a homely food for me over here and I ate like anything because it was so refreshing for me that after of how many hours I my reporting time was 4:30 in the morning. I came to hotel by 12 in the noon. So I was really tired. I already did two sitters, Bangalore, Bombay, Delhi. There were corporates, there was everything on the board and I was always on my toes. So my legs were hurting a lot. It was a very hectic flight today. So today in this video, this will be the third part of my series, that is the my journey of becoming a cabin crew. If you haven't seen those two videos, I will link it down in the description box for you. You can have a look at it. In the first part, I have mentioned that how I cleared my interview and how was my experience in the interview. Then I have in my second part showed you that how was my training period and what was the experience in that. And this is the third part in which I am sharing you my FAMPLET experience and how was it. So this would be all in series, step by step, that what happens next. So this would be it. And I know this is unusual video but this is very important video also because other YouTubers have not made any video of it. They haven't shared their experience. I have gone through some of the videos of the YouTubers, but they haven't shared you some important things which I feel you should know before joining this field. That take example of today only, my flight. That was 4:30 reporting time. Cab will arrive at 3:30. So you have to start your grooming from 2:30. So for 5:50 flight, 5:50 was my flight time. So for a flight which is at 5:50, you start getting ready by 2:30 in the night, and you aren't paid for that because you will only paid for the time the takeoff takes and landing happens, like chocks off to chocks on. You only paid for that and 30 minutes after the chocks on, that is after landing. So I landed at 12 noon today. So I will be paid for 12:30, like 5:50 to 12:30. So this was it, and after that also you will have to leave once the passenger leaves by 12:30. You have to go to the base and submit all the sheets over there, flight reports, everything, wherever you are, wherever your base is, whether it's Delhi, Bangalore, anywhere. You have to submit your sheets over there, fill the portal. Debriefing will also happen then, and then you are supposed to leave. So 1.5 hours will go there only, and then you will be leaving for home. So after 1 hour and 30 minutes you will be free from this job and you will not be paid for that. So if someone has not told you, because I wasn't told that thing, so I think and I feel you guys should also know it because it's an important thing that you are giving so much time for this job, you are so serious for this job. So you need to have this thing known to you before you are in this field, because it's very much necessary for a person to know that what are the timings of this job and for how many timings they are paid for. And let me tell you that I am extremely sorry that I didn't cover in a training period, but yes, every company will ask you for demand draft, that is the training fees. That every company has different amount in training fees, like Goa has 75,000 which you have to pay on the first day of the training itself, and other companies might differ in range, that is 60, 65, 70, 75, but they are all above 60,000 only. So be prepared that if you are getting selected, if you will be selected, you have to pay on the day of training, first day of the training, and it will not be free for any one of you, because if you think that after selecting you will directly start to getting your salary, no. And the initial days, like when you are in a training, they will provide you with stipend, and after that once you will fly on board, you will start getting salaries for your first month. But let me also tell you that I know no one has told you, none on the other videos on YouTube also you will get this information that on the first month of the flying you will also get stipend, because if you work for March you will get salary at the end of the April, If you work in April, you will have your salary by end of the May. So this pattern they follow in every airline. So this I think you should know before joining this company or in this field. Yes, so coming back to my fam flights are the familiarization flights which one has to clear once the graduation is over. So when does fam flights happen? The question arises now. Fam flights happen after the graduation. If you are doing your fam flights within the first month of the graduation, you will only have 4 sectors. But if you are doing after 1 month, you will have 6 sectors. And I tell you, I had 6 sectors and I was so tired because on the first fam flight only I had 4 sectors and it was double Goa. I did it from the Bombay, like Bombay, Goa, Goa, Bombay, 2 hours halt, Bombay, Goa, Goa, Bombay, and it's a so short sector that we only can observe because we cannot help them because it's only 1 hour 10 minutes flight. And as being a cabin crew, you are always running in the cabin, you are always running in the galley, so we do not have that much time to teach the other fam crews. So my IFM was there, she only told me that go in the aft, observe each and everything. Once we are on board, I was the fam crew, so I had my different seat allotted to me, and there were only there was the 4 primary crew available on the board, and me and my colleague Hetvi was another, we were fam crews. So we were asked to stay in the aft galley and observe each and everything what happens. So once we are on board, we had our security checks, that is from security and safety checks from roll number 1st to 15th. So what Arban does, then what she is doing with the galley, she is checking up the crew meals, she is replenishing the cockpit. And once we are on board, let me tell you, within 15 minutes or 20 minutes on the boarding will start. So how are they standing in their allocated positions for welcoming the passengers? How are they doing everything? So as a I took initiative for helping them in welcoming. And how stupid I was that I wasn't knowing that we as a cabin crew are not allowed to pick up the bags of the passengers and put it in the overhead bin because they will be heavy, and if we do that very often it might hurt our back. So I wasn't knowing that, and with goodwill I have those elderly passengers and took their bags of 15-20 kgs of many passengers, like 5 to 6 passengers. Took up their bag and put it in an overhead bin. And guess what? The next day I wasn't able to walk only because my back was hurting so much that I wasn't able to walk. My legs were aching, my back was aching, everything was aching, my whole body was aching, and I had to each and every part, like my back, my legs, to get through it because I had my flight to catch. So the next sector was Ahmedabad back from the Mumbai. It was a nice sector. It was 2 hours long sector, and we get to know a lot of things in that. And I did a demonstration over there. That was safety demonstration which we do on board. I did briefings on the overwing exit. I briefed the mother with infant, how we show them to tie the safety seat belt of infant to their own seat belt. So everything sort of that, how to set up dry stores, how to replenish cockpit, when to check the cockpit, how to secure the lav and the galley, how to manage each and everything on the board was the most important thing to know on board, because once you are on board you won't get any time because we have a lot of things to do. And let me tell you, we only have 30 minutes to work on. Once the passenger deplanes, that is once the landing is done at 12, the boarding will start by 12:30. Today also when we land at 10, the the boarding was started by 10:30. It was that quick. The crew has to be that quick in each and everything. And let me tell you, not only that, in fan flight, the SCC or any senior who is leading the flight will take your vivas also on board. They will be having 3 sheets with them. They will fill it and they will sign and will pass you as a solo release. If you aren't given any solo release, you will not be releasing solo, and you will have to go for the collective training. Might be you will go for collective training, or you will be given some extra sectors, because it might happen that your body doesn't go as well. Because with me it happened that I was very nervous, it was very exciting, both the levels were equal in my heart was tingling before to take off, before landing, what will happen, how it will happen. So everything happens. My colleague puked a lot in the first few flights, so this might happen with you also. So be very careful that you took your necessary medicine, because I did that. I am super acidic in nature, so I had my medicines and then gone for the flight. Fam flight is a thing which one has to clear. She will ask some questions to you about each and every part of the course, that is service, security, safety, that is, and the checks which we do about the equipment. She will ask, she can ask anything to us, and we have to be this much quick in giving answers, because my SSC told me that if you are not giving answers me like this quick, eligible to fly solo, because we should know each and everything and it should be drilled over here. So it's very important for us to be clear in our concepts in each and every field, that is in each and every module, safety, service. So this was it, and once I gave many of the answers to her, she was very impressed with me, and then she released me for the solo. And for the next day I had my Ahmedabad flight. The SSC was also very nice. It was a line check cabin crew, let me tell you, and he was in this field for last 10 years, and he was there with me to teach me each and everything on board. He asked me to come in the forward and asked me to help us. He showed how to serve our passengers, how to serve our GB, that is go business passengers, each and everything in very minute way. He taught us, and he didn't left any details to teach us. He taught us everything in detail, and those things are still with me, because after that I was released to fly solo. I had to know all the rules and responsibilities of being a cabin crew of R1. I had to keep on check on each and everything which is there, which is in the zone of my responsibility. I have to be that quick in each and everything, so that I don't become a burden for my other crew, that they have to do my work. So everything is very quick. Once we are on board, we are like machines. We have to work so hard, so fast, and that I came to know in the fam flight, that it's very tough job to become a cabin crew. It's not an easy job. When we say we love to travel, we love this, we love to meet passengers, it's all good for a thing only. But once you're on board, you will be exhausted, that you just want to go home and sleep, like I did. My first month of flying was very hectic. I think I should make another video of stating that how was my first month of flying, in which I will inform everything in detail, that which flights I did, how many layovers I get, everything about that in the another video. And I think I will make another video for you also of the quick room tour and a quick hotel tour, so that you can know that in which hotel I am staying today. And I hope you guys like this video and those two videos also. And yeah, so the flight means basically your practical flights. Whatever you have learned in your training period, you have to apply practically on board. And some might tell you that please go in the aft and observe each and everything, how your R1 is doing the roles of her, and you have to do that in another sectors. So like demonstration will be there, briefing will be there, everything will be there, and you have to do it. And I did it personally, and it was so nice that whatever I have learned, like briefing, it's in Hindi, it's in English, overwing briefing, Hindi, English, motherweight infant, overwing exits, UNM, Hindi, English. Lot of briefings in our training session. So now it's the time to show our passengers that we know, be careful, security, we know it, we have learned it, and now we are here on board for safety and service. Don't get stressed out, but let me tell you, flam flights are not that easy, not that hard. Just you need to know your roles correctly once you are on board. One quick tip would be that always take initiative. Ask your senior, can I do this for you, can I do that for you, may I help you in this, how can I do this. Ask as many questions in the pamphlets, because once you will be releasing solo, you will not have that time to ask any of them, because then it will show you that you haven't done in your pamphlets, and this will be questionable to you also, and to the person, the SCC, who has released you for solo flight. If you are burdened that you are not doing your work well on flight after releasing solo, But let me also tell you that they will also understand that this is your first month of flying. You will get to know a lot of things in your first month of flying. So just chill. Don't worry. Just do good in your fan flights. That's all I think. And what I did on my fan flights, I was nervous, I was excited, I did everything which I knew. I asked everything which I didn't knew. I cleared all my doubts, and today I can clearly see that I am getting compliments from my seniors that you are catching up really good. Yes, so this was it. I hope you guys like this video. If you do like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon also. And I will be coming up with new videos which are unusual topics which you should need to know before joining this field, and I will be sharing my experience about it. So till then, wait for it, and till then, bye bye and take care. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.